Hey everyone, Cathie Investor back to another video for today. I hope that the sound today is a bit better than yesterday. Well, I hope so. So in today's video, we're going to talk about the two stocks that Cathie Wood and ARK Invest has been buying lately, relentlessly actually. One you probably already know, the other is very questionable because of how the company has been performing lately. Now I'm sure when the stock market went up, every Cathie Wood move was in the spotlight, but now that the market is going down and down, everybody's laughing at every move they're making. Now, obviously, some moves that they made are very questionable, meaning selling one stock, then buying another one, and that one goes down directly while the other goes up and is also a bit more stable. Now, in this video, we're going to talk about the two stocks. One of them is Teledoc. We've covered that company relentlessly also on this channel. Last quarter, as I said, was a okay quarter. Compare that to the quarter before, it was a much better one. Now that does not mean that the company is out of the woods yet. It has a great products and services, and the only issue is the way management is executing. The other one is Invitae. Now both companies are down significantly. Invitae from its all-time highs, it's down 95%. Teledoc, it's I think 84% or so. Now, both companies, as you can see right here, Teladoc is up there at the 6th position overall, while Invitae is now 28, I believe. Now, with regards to Teledoc, this is what we get. So the yellow line is obviously the price of the stock. The purple one is shares, and then obviously the pinkish is cost average, but we don't really see that much right here. But you can see that they have been buying relentlessly even when the price has gone down. They've gone up, I think, on CNBC and so, and talked about how well they think Teledoc is going to execute in the next couple of years, how great the product is, etc, etc. Now we do see here the latest date that they acquired more Teledoc shares, so August 31st, 30th, 22nd, 17, and 11. So I'll have to correct myself because the weight across all funds is now number 5. The weight in ARK ETF is number 6. Now, when it comes to Invitae, obviously the chart does not look that great. And you can actually see that they've been buying a lot of shares already 1 year ago. Well, a crazy amount of shares right there. And then the stock price just plummeted. But more recently, same story here. August 22nd, 18, 17, 8. Like every email I got from ARK's, active ETF management, you can see Invitae is one of those stocks that they have been buying almost daily. And that one, the weight rank in ARK ETF is 28, across all funds is 36. Now it does say here that ARK's ownership percentage sits at 8.88%, so that's quite a lot. And to be honest, it's very questionable. I mean, it's still a small position, let's say, across all the funds, but sitting at, the 28th position in the, let's say, the high-end ARK ETF, the ARK Innovation ETF, might be, some question marks attached to it. Now, again, maybe in the future Invitae might work out, but right now it is a money-burning business, as we'll see in just a bit. But before that, if you want to support this channel, do check out the link down in the description and in the pinned comment to get the top 10 best stocks to buy now, or go to full.com/couchinvestor. Make sure to check out all the other links in the pinned comment. All right, so a quick overview here from both companies. So like I said, Teledoc is down 89% actually, and Invitae is down 94% from its all-time highs. Now, when it comes to free cash flow, obviously Teledoc is in a much better position at the moment. When it comes to Invitae, not so much, negative close to $700 million. Again, there's a new CEO coming in, maybe some things might get better over time. But if we look at Teladoc's gross margin and Invitae's gross margin, so Invitae's gross profit margin sits at just under 22%, whereas Teladoc sits at 68%. When you look at return on equity, yes, Teladoc is also not that great, but that's just more recently. That's down close to minus 90%. When we talk about Invitae's return on equity, it's negative 204%. But there are, let's say, some positives, if we can call that positive. So over the last couple of quarters, we can see that non-GAAP gross margin has been improving. non-GAAP operating expenses as part of revenue has been decreasing, and also cash burn as a percentage of revenue has been decreasing significantly. Now, it's far from being actually something great, right? Because it's still at a negative 108%. You continue like that and you're bankrupt. And they give us here a basic overview of their financial guidance when it comes to cash burn. So for 2022, between $600 and $650 million. In 2023, that improves significantly to come at the midpoint of $250 million. Whether that will happen or not remains to be seen, but this is already a huge improvement. Now, when that happens, maybe sometimes, revenue gets hit as well. But they say here that long-term revenue growth should sit between 15 and 25% of a baseline. So let's see how that happens, because right now we're at low double-digit growth. So when it comes to Invitae, although it is a small-ish position, much smaller than Teladoc, let's say, it's still money in their, ETF. And if it doesn't work out, it's just money that's been burned, just like Invitae's cash burn over the last couple of quarters. Now with Teledoc, it's a, let's say, less riskier bet, because the product and the services that they're offering, like I said, and like I keep saying, is top of the line, right? The only issue here is how management has executed in the last couple of quarters, especially since the acquisition of Livongo. Don't get me wrong, Livongo was a great company. They just overpaid by a lot. Maybe in the next quarter we'll get another one-time impairment of goodwill. Let's see what happens. But the difference between a Teladoc investment and an Invitae investment is that Teledoc offers way less risk and a lot of rewards, whereas Invitae is a lot of risk and maybe none of the rewards. Now again, it might work out. We might get another huge short squeeze, as we've seen in the last couple of weeks. The stock went up, I think, around 200% in just one day. Now, see, right now, the stock is already down another 60-70% or so since that high during that day. So overall, those are the two stocks that I found very interesting that ARK and Cathie have been buying relentlessly lately. Obviously, if you want to see more of those videos, please let me know down in the comments below. Share your thoughts on both companies. If you enjoy this type of videos, leave it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, maybe hit that subscribe button. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye.